Today I'm unboxing my new KSG Armory Knox Sidecar Holster. For those of you that have been following the channel for a while, you know that for a long time my everyday carry setup has been the Henry holster in a Filster Enigma with a spare mag attached. It's kind of a custom build that is really similar to a sidecar setup. But life has changed a little bit. I'm not wearing a tucked in dress shirt as much or basketball shorts as much. So I wanted just a standard good quality sidecar holster that I could wear anytime I'm wearing a belt. Before we dig right into this, if you are new to concealed carry, I want to give you something that will really help you out, and that is my free guide to concealment. It's basically everything that I wish I knew when I first started carrying a gun, and I want you to have it for free. So go check that out in the description down below. I'll be honest, this took a lot of self-control for me to not just rip this thing open as soon as it came in the mail. Just to wait until I was in front of the camera took a lot of self-control. So let's get into this and check it out. All right, there's my order summary. I will say I went with a couple of wild colors for a couple reasons. Number one, when I'm reholstering, I want to really see clearly where my holster is, make sure there's no obstructions, and I just kind of wanted something different, something a little crazy. So this is what it comes in. Nice little bag there. So it gives you some specs on it. Complete protection for the trigger guard, 100% safe. That's awesome. Proper and adjustable retention. That's important. No sharp edges or square corners. That's important. Appendix comes standard with a wing and claw. Filster Enigma compatible, which is pretty awesome. They have several different holster options, and I'm pretty sure most, if not all of them, are Filster Enigma compatible. So that's pretty awesome. All right, so let's check this out. All right, I didn't even know it came with this, but it comes with two holster wedges, two blocks basically, that you can shape into holster wedges. So that's pretty awesome because I definitely plan on making one of those. Sweet. All right, so also included are these Velcro pieces. That I assume are for these holster wedges that you can Velcro them on there, Velcro them on the back of the holster, so that if you want to take them off, you know, maybe you want to do a more aggressive one and then like a thinner one, then you can kind of interchange those or get a new one or whatever. So that's pretty awesome. So it comes with two of those. All right, so this is just a different size mod wing that it comes with. So it's got one on here, but there's an extra one right there. And then this is the holster setup. So that is the holster and the spare mag holder. Looks like it's got a cord that is adjustable right here, so you can put how tight you want it to be, which really would determine like how much flex you get in that, because it is two separate pieces. If you want to keep it kind of all together really tight, you would tighten that closer. If you want it kind of looser where you've got more give when you move around, then you've got that option. It looks really sturdy, honestly. Like out of the box, it looks really solid, and it's hard Kydex. It's not thin and flimsy. It's adjustable retention both on the holster and on the mag holder right there, which is pretty awesome. You can get it with all kinds of different clips. I went with, I forget what they're called, but they're like the metal low profile clips, so they're much thinner. They're really solid. That's the one thing I'm not crazy about with sidecar holsters, is they usually come with thicker plastic clips. They don't conceal very well. Even if the gun conceals really well, the clips kind of stick out. So I wanted those really thin metal ones. I think they're like $15 more, but to me, that's totally worth it. And then you've got your claw or mod wing there to really pull the handle of the gun in towards your body. So first impression, this looks really nice. It feels really solid, really good material. So let's try this thing on, do some dry fire, and see how it feels. This already feels really good. The edges are very smooth. Like you can really tell, even just putting it on, there's not like sharp edges. It's really like smooth to your body, even without a holster wedge, which I plan on using eventually. The mag holder, it seems to be really loose retention out of the box. We can tighten it down, get it exactly where we want it. Package also comes with, it looks like Loctite to put on your screws to get it exactly where you want it so it won't move. So let's try this out a little bit in dry fire. I'm curious what the retention of the gun feels like. All right, so that feels pretty good. It's definitely a tighter retention, but it's not a long retention. So it's kind of a really crisp break out of the holster. Just in terms of where I usually am, where I like to have my holster, it's a little bit tighter than I would like, which is fine. I'd rather it be tight out of the box and have to loosen it a little bit than to be way too loose. But that does feels pretty good. I mean, it feels like it's got good retention. Tighten my belt a little bit there, see how that feels. I like that a lot. That feels really good. Also, I don't know how well you guys can see, but right here at the top of the holster, it's open wider, so it's much easier to get the barrel of your gun exactly where you want it to go. The mag holder is kind of the same way. At the top, it's wider. I have no trouble finding exactly where the top of the holster is. All right, that is awesome. Where this clip sits out of the box is definitely lower, which means it puts the gun a little bit higher off of your belt, which is exactly where I want it. It is adjustable right here. You can see the slots where you can slide it up. So if you were to slide this up, it would just kind of come down a little bit further into your pants, which may be better for concealment, but I like to get that full grip on the gun. So I like for my belt to come well below where my knuckles are going to, so that I'm not beating up that finger as I'm getting to the gun. Well, I'm pretty impressed. Out of the box, I think this is a really good quality holster. You can see, like it said, where it really covers the trigger guard completely all the way up. It seems like it's made really well. It's really solid. It's honestly much more comfortable than I expected it to be with being a sidecar right out of the box. But I'm really excited for this to be a part of my everyday carry now anytime I'm wearing a belt. If you want to get your own KSG Armory holster like the Knox or the new Lexington model, then check out my affiliate link down below. Well guys, I'm super excited to make this a part of my everyday carry. I'm gonna wear it for about a month and I'm gonna do some dry fire with it every day. I'm gonna go to the range and do some training with it, and then I'll give you all an update on how I like it, what's working for me, and maybe some of the downfalls. Even if you're not interested in a holster from KSG Armory, then definitely check out my video on how to choose the right holster so that you can follow the 3 important safety rules before you buy a holster. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.